Yo, yo, yo. What is up, guys? Today, as your host, I will be kicking to y'all a video about making this money. Sorry, I can't cuss. I gotta hit that 30 seconds, even though not monetized, but still gotta follow YouTube guidelines. But no, seriously, what's up, guys? Today we're talking about money and just everything that has to do about money. Now let me add a little precursor to this. Let me add a preface to this. So I'm young, as y'all may be able to tell, I don't know, but at the same time, I'm not inexperienced. And one big thing that I've made a focus on my life is money, those finances, that dinero. And when I say I made it a big part of my life, I mean, since a kid, I had the mindset, oh, my family grew up poor, or at least not with a comfortable amount of money. So I'm gonna be the one to change that shit. So what did I do? Around age 16, around that age, since then, I've just been studying finance. I've been studying money, because if money runs the world, why would I not learn how to do that shit? Why would I not learn how to use that shit? If money is one of the most important day-to-day tools that we use, it would be dumb for me not to know and understand how it works. Now, that's just me saying that because I just want y'all to understand that I have years under my belt understanding this, that just because I'm young doesn't mean you should totally discredit what I'm saying. Because honestly, there's a lot of people out there that would be like, oh, what do you know? You're just young. There's a lot of old niggas out there that don't know how to handle money. So I don't think age really plays a factor. I think it just comes down to experience and how much time you have dealing with it. Like, age really isn't that big of a factor. Because let's say, actually, never mind, I'm not even going to throw an example in there, but y'all catch what I'm saying. So let's get started. What I want to start off talking about is, what is money, bro? Like, what is money? Everybody talks about, oh, money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. Oh, I can't do shit because I don't have money. Well, yeah, it's kind of true, but let me define what I believe money is. And again, with all my posts, all my podcasts, even on the OnlyFans, I'm never telling you guys to do this shit. I'm just saying, here's my perspective, and implement it into your own life and see if it's valid. If I give you guys tools or information that you can implement into your own life and it provides you value, or it changes your mindset in a positive, productive way, that's all I want. I try to lead by example. So I want to be that productive, positive person for y'all. Like, I know it's tough to be positive 24/7, and that's ultimately unrealistic because, life has ups and downs and we just got to roll with the punches. But ultimately, I'm trying to be positive. And for this podcast, I'm trying to help y'all get your bank account in the positive instead of being negative. First of all, if your bank account's negative, that's bad. That's really bad. Like, having your account in the negatives. Anyway, let me not judge people. We all make mistakes, and it's all about how we bounce back from those mistakes. So that's why I'm coming here with the podcast to help y'all. Well, bounce back if you're experiencing negative problems with your money, but at the same time, If you're not doing bad with your money, it's going to be that advice, that tip to, help you save more each month, help you produce more each month, So, okay, now this is just a little side note for the quality of the audio. I'm outside because my work schedule don't really give me that much time to be outside and hit the gym and do my other day-to-day life stuff and still be able to record. So I'm outside with it, just, soaking in that sunlight. And it's a little windy, so if y'all hear wind in the background messing up the audio, I can't really, that sucks. But yeah, get outside to nature, because that's important. It really helps ground you, helps your mental health, even in a small way, just giving you that time to, damn, look at nature, this shit kind of beautiful. What am I stressing about when things just go how they are? Things go in their natural cycles. And I want y'all to think about that with money. Money will go up and down. You get money, you lose money, you get it back, you spend it, you get it back. And it's just a cycle. Especially if you're working and getting paid every bi-weekly or monthly, it's a cycle. So the most important thing for you is to learn how to have a positive by the end of the month, by the end of the 2 weeks, whatever you want, whatever time span you want to look at it. And just get to that point to where instead of spending more, you're going to be saving more than you spend. But that's a side note. We're going to get into that later, and I'm going to get into the psychology of things. But when it comes to money, like I said earlier, what is money? Money is a tool. Now, a tool for what? People would think, oh, honestly, I had someone who told me that they call money fun bucks. I think that's what he said. It was like fun bucks or some shit like that. But that just goes to show the mindset of some people. I'm not saying that person's bad with money. I don't know their financial situation. I don't know how they handle their money. But a lot of people do think like that when it comes to money. A lot of people would think, oh, I got money, I could go buy clothes, I could go out and drink, I could buy food, I could go to fancy restaurants, I could get that PlayStation 5 type shit. And overall, yes, you can use money for that, but it's not the most productive thing. And what do I mean by productive? When I say productive, it falls under these few categories. If it's A, an asset which will bring you in money. B, if it's something that'll help your body. C, if you put money into it to help your mental health. And another way could be if it's helping others. So money is a tool, and I want you guys to determine how you use money, and I want you guys to determine how you can better use your money so we can use our money in more efficient ways. Like, the name of the game is efficiency with money. People say every penny counts, and that might sound cliche, but think about it. 1 penny every day, 365 days, that's $3. Now, $3, you might be like, oh, $3.65, that's small. But think about every single purchase that you make and how that adds up over the years, how that can increase your spending to $365, because every day you're like, oh, it's just a dollar extra. I don't really care. I'll just spend my extra money on it. Or those times where you splurge and you think, oh, I'm gonna get this shirt because it's brand name, and even though there's the exact same shirt that's like $10, I'm gonna get this $50 shirt because it's fashionable. I could make a whole podcast on that shit, the fashion and brand names and all that, but we're talking about making our money efficient. When you get into the whole entrepreneur world and the whole financial world, you'll hear a lot of people say, make your money work for itself. And like a lot of people, like people will say that, but not really explain what that means. So I'm gonna explain it for y'all. Like I said, money's a tool. You can use it for entertainment purposes, but at the same time, it has a plethora of different utilities that you can use it for. Not just buying things, not just paying rent or paying your bills. Money gives you the opportunity to travel, gives you the opportunity to help someone else. Like with money you can also upgrade stuff, become more advanced. Like when it comes to a business, you're gonna, like, let's say for example you're a streamer and all you stream on is let's say a laptop with a shitty webcam, and your viewers like your content, but at the same time they want better quality. The way to get better quality would be by spending some money on a quality item. So you can see how money is a tool. My bad, guys. You see how money is a tool that allows you to upgrade and exchange the money for certain goods. Okay, let me break that down. Let me break that down even more. Money, like I said, it's a tool, but it's simple. Like if we're going basic fundamentals, money is a means of exchange. And I have a video on the OnlyFans where I break it down even better. I wrote a script, so it's not me just rambling. It's me literally telling you guys the important shit. But money is a means of exchange. Back in the day, we used to have a bartering system, meaning, I'll trade you a half a pound of yarn, half a pound of silk for that fishing rod. And if the two people trading in the bartering system determines that it's mutually beneficial for me to trade that half pound of silk for this fishing rod, then the exchange will go through. Now, instead of trading with silk and carrying threads of silk around, now we make it simple. We have $1, which is the basic unit of the economy. Instead of trading shoes for, like, let's say in the OnlyFans video, I use this as an example. Instead of trading 2 pairs of Jordans for that MacBook, we say scrap that, sell the Jordans, get the money, which is the medium of exchange, and then we could buy the laptop. So money is kind of the middleman to get the things that we desire. If you want a home, you're going to need to stack up that money. Back in the day, the value that we would have to put in for a home would be trading something that's more valuable than a home, and there's not really that many things that's more valuable than a home, or simply putting in the hard work to produce and create a home ourselves, which not many people do these days. Now, that's one big reason why a lot of people struggle with money, because a lot of people don't know how to do for themselves. A lot of people can't provide and create for themselves without having to go to the store to get vegetables, to get food. People, for example, I know how to cut my own hair. I know how to style my own hair. Instead of going to a stylist, a barber, a cosmetologist and spending up to, let's say, $200 a month just on maintaining my hair. Shoot, all I did was buy a tool, which is clippers, and learn how to cut my hair myself. Sorry for that noise in the background, guys. But yeah, because I know how to because I can provide those services for myself, I'm saving money. Sorry, I'm just waiting for that background noise to leave. Because I can provide those services for myself, I'm not putting that money into someone else's pocket, which in turn saves me money. Now, yes, we need barbers, and if everybody learned how to cut their hair, barbers wouldn't be a booming business like it is now. But realistically, $30 for a haircut plus a tip, I don't see it. And we got to stay fresh. As men, we got to stay fresh if we care about how we look. So we're not just getting one haircut a month. Nah, we're getting like 2, at least, at the most 3. I don't know how y'all do it, but 2 to 3 haircuts a month. Let's say $30 each. That's $90 a month. Over 12 months, that's $720 a year. That is not good. Or at least it's not efficient on a dollar basis. You're spending way more money than if you just drop $40 on a decent pair of clippers, start learning how to cut your own hair. Plus, that also saves you time as well as money. And then, because you know how to cut your own hair, shoot, you might even be able to make money becoming a barber. So, and then charge those outrageous prices. But okay, so money's a tool, and when you know how to use the tool and you know how to value money, you'll know what's worth spending your money on, what isn't worth spending your money on. And that's a big thing with this economy. A big reason why the economy is failing, why America's economy is just dog shit, why inflation has been on the rise the way it is. And trust me, I love me some economics, but I don't really get into that on this channel because, it's not what we do here. This isn't an economics channel. It's not a finance channel. So one of the big reasons the economy has been going downhill is because we don't learn finances in class. Nobody teaches us how to manage money, how to utilize our currency. And overall, people grow up, graduate, don't know how to handle their money, don't know how to use a credit card, barely understand what a FICO score is, and people are just ignorant. I don't mean ignorance in a negative way. I mean it in the most unjudgmental way possible. People are ignorant simply because they don't know. Not knowing is considered ignorance. And I can admit, I'm ignorant to some things, but overall I understand money. That's one thing I'm not ignorant to. A big thing about money too is our behaviors with money, like how we handle money, our psychology when it comes to money, and our pathological habits that, I gotta hit me my daily coffee. Let me go to Starbucks. And then what's that? $5 on a cup every day. Shoot, even if you do that 3 times out of the day, that's $15. Or even if you do that 3 times a week, not even every day. There's people that do it every day. People that need their coffee, that don't buy them a coffee maker so it's more efficient on their money. So let's say I get coffee I'm spending it 5 times a week. I'm going 5 times a week to get coffee. $5. That's 25 a week. 4 weeks. That's 100 a month on coffee. Shoot, even if you cut it down to 3 weeks, 15. That's $70 a month. And then, I'm sorry guys. For me, it irritates me because a lot of people say, oh, I don't have money at the end of the month. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Like, but they don't look at their spending habits. They don't look at how they budget. Shoot, a lot of people don't even know how to plan a financial plan. Like, people don't know how to make a budget. People don't know how to look towards the future and long term assess how they should be handling their money. Low key, I think that's what it is. People don't look long term. And like I said, with the efficiency of how you use your money, you should really be looking long term. There's a lot of times where I'll be in the store getting clothes and I'll think, oh my God, this is fire right here. This piece is, oh my, I could wear this every day. Okay, no. If I say I could wear that every day, then it's probably a good buy. But realistically, we'll see things in the store and then we'll just get it because it looks good. And then when we get it, it just sits in our closet. It just sits on our table. We don't use it. Trust me. There's been many times, like, okay, I'm not saying I've never had problems with money. I've been the most fucking mature, responsible entrepreneur, fucking billionaire. You know, I'm not saying that. I've had problems with money. Shoot, like I said, I was 16 learning about money, but I started working at age 18. So once I started to get that money, you know, your boy kind of went crazy. Like Amazon, shoot. I really understand why people have spending problems, why people have money habits that at the end of the month leave them broke. So I can empathize with y'all, but I'm trying to give y'all some guidance, some advice, some tips just on how to not end up that way. How to save at least $50, at least $100 per month. Cause think about it. You're spending money. Let's say you make $2,000 a month, $500 every week, and you only save $1,500. You spend $1,500, you make $2,000. That's a net gain of $500 per month. Now, let's say you consistently keep that routine up. By the end of the year, you'll have $6,000 in the bank. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but do that 1 year, you'll have that fallback money, which will allow you to, in turn, save more money. But okay. A lot of people think I need to make more money. I need to make more money if I want to become wealthy, if I want to become financially stable. But no. There are people out here that make 6 figures. Yet, how much do they spend per month? Or how much do they spend out of that 6 figures? They might spend all 6 figures of it just on daily living, just on their health, just on random impulse purchases, and overall. Okay. What I'm trying to say is it's not about how much you make. It's about how much you save. Because let's use that example, $2,000 per month. Now let's compare that to someone who spends $10,000 per month. So the person who spends $2,000 per month lives in a modest house where their rent is only $750, which gives them $12.50 to play with. That's their extra money, where they have $12.50 to either save, spend, do whatever they want with it. $12.50 per month. They decide to save $500, compared to the person who makes $10K per month. They're making $10K per month. That's $120K per year. That's on the upper echelon of Americans. But on the other hand, they're spending $9K per month because they want that nice house, they want that nice car, they want the nice appliances in their house, all of the factors that come to play. So you guys can already see the difference. This person's spending $9,000 per month, which only leaves them $1,000 for spending money, which involves saving, investing, daily life. And then we have that other guy who saves. We have that other guy on the 2,000 side who saves $500 per month. The guy who makes $10K per month, he spends so much he can't even save $500. The guy who makes $2K, he's living frugally, he's living modestly, which allows him, he's not keeping up with the Joneses, which allows him to save more. And that's one of the main things. That's one of the main things I want to kick home to you. If you guys understand this, you'll be able to save money. You don't need to understand money. You just need to understand how to save it. So, reducing your spending amount, increasing your savings. That's all you need to know. Like in the basic, fundamental way of handling money, it's just in terms of cash flow. If you could save more money than you spend, in turn, you will break out positive. Now, this isn't for the entrepreneurs or anything. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, business owner, just someone who truly wants to dive deeper into financial literacy, again, go check out that video, my money management video on OnlyFans. But on a serious tip, there are so many people in this world that don't know how to save their money. So many people in this world that don't know how to, well, yes, we could say investing and making your money work for itself, which I'm going to go into, but people just don't know how to flip a dollar. People don't know how to stretch their dollar. Now imagine if you knew how to flip and stretch your dollar and not spend as much. Hey, after that, all it takes is time and consistency. Now, if you fall back into your old habits where you start splurging, hey, that's up to you. Shoot, if you want to splurge, take some of that savings and save it towards a pile where you could splurge, you know? Let's say you are saving $500 a month, and then you're like, okay, but I do want to splurge. So you take out $100 out of that $500. So you're saving $400 per month, and you have $100 per month on that splurging money. But month one, you don't spend because you understand it's a grind. Right now, I could have fun, but I choose not to because I want to save this money. I know. There we go. Instant gratification. Like I said, thinking long term. A lot of people don't put off instant gratification. A lot of people would think short term. And I used to do this. Like, okay, for me, when it came to weed, I used to spend way too much on weed that if I saved that money, I could have been using that towards better things. But my excuse for it was, oh, this helps me, or not even helps me, but like I like it. So I made an excuse to get it. But in the grand scheme of things, looking back on how much I spent on cannabis, it was an excessive amount. It was living beyond my means. And that's the name of the game. Frugality, looking long term, all of that stuff. It's living. It's not living beyond your means. Living at your means, or even better, living below your means. Shoot, if I was a millionaire, you wouldn't see me in a fucking mansion. You would not see me in a fucking mansion. I would just be in a normal house, in a normal car. Shoot, maybe the Tesla. Just living a normal life. Like, a lot of rich people, they just don't do rich shit out in public. Now, okay, look. A lot of broke people. We're talking right now. Let's talk about the broke nigga mentality. A lot of broke people will look at money and look at the things they could get with money, and then look at how they could flex on people using that money. As in, let me get this Gucci, let me get this Louis, let me get all this shit. And I made a video on this talking about money management, just money. Like, you could get money, but what are you going to do with it? And a lot of people, the majority of people in America fall under this category of niggas that don't know how to use money. I would say, I just call it a broke nigga mentality, a broke mindset. Because a lot of these people will get things they don't need, unnecessary clothes. Shoot, I heard that in America, on average, people will get a new car every 2 years, which to me, that's ridiculous. So people will spend an exuberant amount on their car note. People, look. Living below your means I don't need that. Or I can drop. I could get the great value version, so I could save me some money. And it's not being cheap. It's not being fuck, I don't know that word, but I forgot the word, but it's not being cheap with your finances. It's being smart with your money in the long term. And just a side note, for y'all that are in relationships and shit, or looking to get into a relationship, it's definitely important to understand your partner's financial habits. Because let's say you're into frugal living, but your partner likes to spend. How are you going to be frugal if they're spending all of your money, or they're prompting you to spend your money? Shoot, even with friends, a lot of people will go out with their friends every week, spend money that they don't have, and then at the end of the month wonder, why don't I have any money to spend? Shoot, maybe because every week you go and blow 200, So that was just me rambling a little bit. Money is a part of our day-to-day life. So it's very important to understand money. It's very important to understand what I need to do with it, what I need to use this money for. Make sure all my, look. If I had to give y'all a game plan, I would say, when you get your check, when you get your money, however you get it, step 1, put some shit aside for yourself. Yeah, I didn't say put it aside for the bills. I said put it aside for yourself. Meaning, put 100 aside for savings, for whatever you want. And whatever percentage of your check you want to do. Whatever percentage of your money you want to put aside. Put that aside first. And then step 2, figure out how you're going to pay your bills. Then step 3, with whatever remaining money you have, figure out what you want to do with that. Whether it's, okay, I'll use this money for food. I'll use this money for having fun. I'll use this money to donate. Whatever you want to do with it. But the reason I say save your money first and then figure out how you're going to pay your bills is because, think about it. We will as humans, we're naturally adaptable. We will adapt to whatever circumstance we're in. And if you naturally give yourself a tight budget, you'll find a way to make it fit. Like I'm saying, as long as you could pay your bills and your house and car note, all that, you're good. Insurance and all that, you're good. But if you put your money aside first and then spend, you'll have that shit to the side, compared to, I'm going to spend all this money and then see what I have remaining to save. Like, that just doesn't really work like that. Another term y'all might hear is invest in yourself. Spend money on yourself. Now, that could be many different things. I'm just going to give y'all some examples. I'm not really going to go deep into it because everybody has a different meaning of what it means to spend money on themselves. It could range from different things, as in buying that facial care product so you can not break out, not get acne, you could keep your face clean. That could be going to get a massage, because think about it, we work hard. And let's say you get paid bi-weekly. You work hard, you put your body on the line, shit, even if you're just doing customer service. You're sitting down or you're standing up all day, you're moving around, or whatever you do for your job. Give your body a break. You make that money. Treat yourself nice. Whether it's one time, go out to that restaurant, one time, get that massage, whatever it is, shoot, buy yourself a book if you enjoy reading. Just with your money, do or get that one thing you love. Now, if it's like, oh, I want to get a massage for $140, that's excessive. Shoot, I could even say weed. Like, if you wanna cop yourself an eighth, a quarter ounce, go for it. But if you're spending 70, 80 on a quarter ounce, and you do that every 2 weeks, just know that shit will add up. But if you could find a cheaper alternative to, you know what, why am I spending money on high grade when I could just buy this cheap shit and it still gets me high? Shoot, it could even bring down my tolerance. Or instead of $140 massage, I could just go get this decent $70 massage. And that all comes down to getting a bang for your buck. Honestly, those two things that I said in first, like those two rules I gave prior, and finding a bang for your buck, quality and efficiency, that's the best way to go. Like, I could talk about saving all I want, but the biggest thing is spending. Like, a lot of people, it's easy to save. Everybody knows how to save. It's just whether you do it or not. The big thing is spending. Are you gonna spend money on that Louis when you could get yourself 3, maybe 4 shirts that are just as good quality, not name brand, so people won't see you and know. Okay. People won't see you and, sorry, I had a thought in the middle of that. People will see you and be like, oh, you got money, you got Louis. But okay. A lot of people try to keep up with the Joneses. A lot of people think, oh, I need to look like I have money. Nigga, you don't have money. You're broke. There's no point in buying a fucking Louis belt. There's no point in getting those Gucci glasses. There's no point in buying Jordans if you're broke. And it's okay. Nothing is wrong with being broke. It's just a starting point. But if you buy all this unnecessarily expensive shit, you will remain broke. You will. Now, if you get like a huge increase to your allotted monthly spending, to how much you could spend per month, then okay. Up the quality, up the amount you spend. But realistically, you don't see rich niggas wearing Louis Vuitton. You don't see Bill Gates, fucking Mark Zuckerberg out here dripped out in fucking V-Lone. No, these niggas wear Target shit. They wear Walmart brand shit. They wear a $5. I mean, nowadays you can't. It's kind of tough to find a $5 shirt, but they'll wear a $50 outfit. Yet their bank account is millions. Their assets bring them in hundreds of thousands. And that's the mindset. That's the mindset that broke niggas have. That, oh, I look like I got money. But nigga, do you have money? Like, I walk around. Look. First of all, you could look fly wearing cheap shit. You could look fly with okay, maybe a $50 outfit isn't realistic because you got a shirt, then you got the pants and shoes. So, okay, let's say a $120 outfit. Shoot, I could get a fly ass fucking fit. I could be fitted the fuck out in $120. Yet you spend that all on your J's. So even though you could say, oh, my shoes cost more than your fit, nigga, I still look better. How you got nice shoes, okay, but what about the shirt? What about the pants? What about everything else? Now, I do understand that shoes are a big thing, you know. That's a big what do you call it? Bro, fuck, my words aren't here today. But that's a big category that people spend their money on. Shoes, bags, clothes. Like that industry is huge. That's the word, industry. And if you ask me, I feel like when it comes to social media, that's the main thing that makes people want to spend money. People will see, oh, I gotta look fresh to death. I gotta be fitted to the T. I gotta be dressed to the nines. But in reality, you don't have to. Like, okay. I'ma just say this. A lot of people think I spent money on this outfit. That means I'm fly. That's not the case. Like, you could spend $1,000 on a fit, but if you don't have style, if you don't know how to color coordinate, if you don't know how to wear things that fit your body, if you don't know how to naturally bring out your aesthetics, nigga, you won't have style. Nigga, you're gonna look dusty even in a $1,000 fit. So my whole thing is, I'm not even trying to like bash on anybody. I'm just saying, like, that's a waste of money when you could be putting your money towards better things. And overall, it's a waste. It's not getting that bang for your buck because it's just a fucking shirt. I hope y'all understand that. But I don't know. That's just one thing that makes me think a lot of people are dumb these days. Like, not saying y'all, I'm just saying the average person. And nothing's wrong with that. It's just, like, do better. Like, real shit, do better. But let's talk about this. Does money make you successful? Can you, like, is just having money enough to be like, oh yeah, I'm living a good life? No, it's not. And this is where people say money can't buy happiness. If you ask me, money can buy happiness, because what is happiness? Happiness is a temporary thing. We'll be happy in the moment, and then 3 hours later we're not happy anymore. If you ask me, money can buy happiness. Shoot, if I got a Bugatti, nigga, I would be happy temporarily, but then I would be like, damn, this Bugatti wore out its novelty. Now it's just another car I drive that I have to pay hella to, if it breaks down, to fix up. I gotta put premium gas in it, and for what? just so I could have a Bugatti, just so I could look good to other people. Yo, real shit, that's what it is. That's really what it is. Like, if you don't feel good within yourself, you're gonna want to look good for other people, because here's the psychology behind it. People think I have money. People think I look good. Therefore, I feel like I look good. And that's not getting your self-worth. That's not getting your value intrinsically. That's getting it from everybody else. So if your self-worth, if your value is based on how much money you make, then okay. That, like, the money doesn't make the man. A lot of guys will think, oh, if I just need money and I'll get the women. But it's like, okay, you got the money and you're sitting with her in that Rolls Royce, in that Benz. What are y'all gonna talk about? Does she find you sexy? Like, shit like that, you know? Do you have style? And when it comes to money, just a lot of people try to fit in. A lot of people try to run. This is the rat race. A lot of people try to run the rat race looking like everybody else, when you just have to, okay, look, you just have to accept, okay, I don't got the money on me like that. Not right now. Shoot, maybe not ever. But one thing that's for sure is I'm trying to build it up. I'm trying to be smart with my money. Doing that will put you on your own race. It'll put you on your own track to where you're not going to be looking at other people. You'll be steady. And you'll just be going at your own pace. And it's a grind. It's a grind. A lot of people don't like to grind. A lot of people, that's what she said. A lot of people don't like to put their hard work and effort towards being patient. Shoot, and that's one thing God's forced me to fucking look at. Just me being patient. Being patient with myself, being patient with others, and being patient with my money. But again, when you love yourself, you're not going to be looking towards other people for determining your own value. When you love yourself, you're not going to let how much money you make determine how you feel about yourself. So you won't be looking at, oh, I need to make more money. Because in the end, all that shit could do is buy you things that'll make you happy. It won't buy you things. Money can't get you satisfaction. Yes, it can. That's cap. But where does that satisfaction come from? It's all internal. If you say, I'm not going to be satisfied until I get me the Bugatti, and then I get me the fucking private yacht and the house, nigga, you're never going to be satisfied until you get that. But if you think, I'll be satisfied once I have my emergency savings, once I start building on my portfolio, and once I just see my money going into things that are income producing assets. Once I see that happening, I'm satisfied. Shoot, then you're going to be satisfied. But look. If you set yourself to high standards, unrealistic standards, and you never meet them, you're never going to be satisfied. Same thing with body goals. If you think I need to have chiseled abs, I need to have that V taper, I need to have bolder shoulders, or ladies, I need to be looking good. I need to have that big booty, those nice legs. I need to be what's that? What do they call that? Fuck, I need to be snatched. There we go. I need to be snatched. Have that thin weight, nigga. That's unrealistic, especially if you're not that naturally, or if you're not that right now. Like, it's gonna take some time to get there. And do you really want to never be satisfied until you get there? That's up to you. All I can say is we need to be satisfied with the small gains, the small progress. Because having that extra 50 every month will leave you to 600 at the end of the month. And with that 600, shoot, you could buy something that'll make you money per month. Now, I'm rambling on, and I will talk about income producing assets in the OnlyFans part, but the one thing I want to talk about is psychology. Before we end it off, the one thing I want to talk about is psychology. Just like eating habits, people have spending habits. I personally think the way we do one thing in life is how we do everything else. So if you binge eat, you might binge spend. You might splurge. And all of this comes down to your emotional state. If you're satisfaction, yeah. If you're not satisfied with yourself, if you're not emotionally balanced, you're gonna. Okay, look. We're gonna get a little metaphysical. If you're not internally sound, you're gonna look externally to get yourself grounded, to get yourself feeling good about yourself. Like I said earlier, you're gonna be looking externally, and you should be looking internally. So a lot of people, they will get something, they will buy those new clothes just to make themselves feel better. They'll buy those shoes just to be like, okay, I got the shoes, I did something with my life. I don't know how these people think. For me, my spending used to just come down to, I would make dumb excuses to buy shit, like, oh, I'm gonna need this, I might need this, and then I get it and never use it, or I use it like once a month, which is not worth my money. But like, real shit, we need to understand how we think about money. We need to change our thought process on money, and as a whole, we need to stop judging others based on their income. Like, you could look at someone, like I said, you could look at someone and they have $1,000 fit, but in their bank account it's looking tiny. They stand on their money, and somehow they're 3 inches shorter because they're in debt. But on the other hand, you could look at someone and be like, oh, that's a bum, but that bum got $500K saved up in the bank. What the fuck? Is that a bum? Just because they dress bummy? Shoot, maybe a rich person don't got style, so they look like a bum. Maybe they don't work out, so they don't look like a bum. Personally, and I'm gonna leave y'all on this before I get into my OnlyFans people. We gonna talk that real shit, nigga. If you wanna feel like money, be productive. Do things that will make you okay. I'm not saying do these things, but I'm heavily recommending that you do these things if you want to feel like money. Go to the gym. Eat healthy. Get your mental health right. And all those things, shoot, you need money to do all that. Not necessarily, you don't need money, but if you have money, it'll help you get those things done faster. You could go to a good gym. You could get a good therapist. You could eat healthier food. Because think about it. When your body's right and your mind is right, your soul will get right. If your soul is right and your mind is right, your body will naturally follow. If your soul is right and your body is right, your mind will be forced to follow. So get mind, body, and soul. If you could fix 2 of those 3 things, the other one will follow. If you can't, again, if one of them is off though, it could fuck up the whole thing. But when it comes to money, get your mind right. Get your body right, because then you'll look at yourself better. You'll feel better about yourself, and you won't need as much. So mind, body, and your soul. Realistically, to fulfill yourself on a soul level, you don't need as much. Just look. Your soul is not physical. So your soul isn't going to be saturated by non-physical things. And my nose is stuffy, but what do I mean by that? The non-physical things include compliments. I mean, in the end, compliments, like, there's no point in getting compliments, because that all just goes back to how you see yourself. You could give a bad bitch a compliment, but if she thinks she's ugly as shit, she's not gonna accept the compliment. But intangibles, the intrinsic stuff, whether it's oh, I love myself, I'm smart, I know how to do shit, I know how to manage my shit. Like, no, that's not a good example. Okay, I'm gonna restate that. Your soul doesn't get nourished by physical things. You could eat all the junk food you want. You could go to Golden Corral, Hometown Buffet, and gorge yourself. Just fucking eat and eat and eat. Your body will be full, but shoot, you might still feel like shit. You might think, if anything, you're gonna eat all that and feel like, damn, look at me, I'm a fat slut. But if you're healthy, you would eat that food and be like, damn, that shit was good. I'm glad I got to eat that food. I'm glad I worked hard so I can afford to get this food. And then you're gonna keep in mind, I gotta keep my body right though. Even though I did splurge, even though today was a cheat day, I still gotta get my body right. Because I consumed all of these excessive calories, I'm gonna need to balance the scales. I'm gonna need to find that internal homeostasis, meaning I gotta keep my shit balanced, mind, body, and soul. I gotta keep my mind balanced, my body balanced, and my soul balanced. I still haven't hit that part home, but with your soul, you don't get it from physical things, food, clothes, money, hoes. You don't get it from physical things. It all comes from how you feel about yourself. Let's use hoes for an example. A man will fuck 40 bitches because he thinks that makes him a man. That doesn't make you a man just because you could get pussy. But if that makes you feel like a man, that feeling that you get is what makes you feel like a man. Now, if you do that through everything in your life, if you move in the way that makes you feel like a man, eventually you're going to become a man, because you're going to realize all this childish shit that I used to do is pointless. Fucking all these hoes is pointless. Buying all this shit is pointless. What am I doing it for? I'm doing it so I could feel better about myself. And just in the end, that's important. Once you feel good about yourself, you're not gonna, this is why I'm saying that. Once you feel good about yourself, you're not gonna feel the urge, you're not gonna feel the need to spend your money on shit that you don't need. You're only gonna focus on the necessities, the shit that's urgent. And then, shoot, you might be like, I want these bonbons, but I could skip over it today. It's all about self-control, bro. It's all about self-control, self-restraint, discipline. Discipline. That's a big thing. Discipline. And yeah, when it comes to money, discipline is a big factor. So I'm gonna end it there. We're about to reach that hour mark. So if y'all want to see more, got the OnlyFans. That's where the rest of the podcast is gonna be uploaded on. We're gonna talk about some more shit in there, such as money affecting who you are, how money allows you to be free and move, how you can make those moves for your financial freedom. Overall, we're going to talk about overall financial literacy and just how people get stuck in their mentality. So when it comes to money. So yeah, go check it out. If not, glad you were here watching this far. Drop a like, drop a comment, because the comments help me figure out what you guys want to hear, what you guys are stuck on. And that's just me. I'm here to be a service to y'all. I'm here to help y'all. So I'll see y'all later. And get right with your money, my nigga. Come on, what are you doing? Get right. All right, I'll see y'all.